handling home appliances and also electricity. And we're asking you a number of questions. Have you been electrocuted before? What do you think caused it? Did you find out? Did you deal with it? And how do we even avoid, being electrocuted, especially at home, using home appliances?
Yes. There's this cooker there's this type of cooker that are raining now in town. These cookers that were cut out from bigger sets of cookers. So they sell them now all over the place. They'll cut them, they bring them to Nigeria, they will rewire them, and they sell them in pieces, in units. Some of those ones that big chefs use around abroad, they'll bring them to Nigeria. So it happened that I wanted to buy one. Because people like it because it's very effective. Yeah. So we now got one, and I brought it home. But I'm a handy person. I have many tools that I use. So what I did was when I plugged it to the mains, I took my tester first, test it around, and I saw that this thing had electricity all over it.
Wow.
All around it. Wow. I told my wife, I showed it to her. So I got water in a pot. I put it on it. It was working then. I put the tester in the water. It was electrocuted.
What?
There was electricity inside. So we returned it to the person we bought it from. We told her this is what we got. The person said, nobody has ever complained of this thing, no.
How would they know?
We told her, don't worry, we'll add money. Just refund deduct from the money we paid you. Give us the money back. She said we should take another one. They gave us another one. We tested it there. It was having electricity. Wow. I went to another place to buy the same thing. I tested. They gave me about 3. I tested. It was just one that didn't have electricity. So those people that do those rewiring in Lagos, and they're selling those things, they do crazy jobs that can kill people. So many people are potential killers in their houses and they don't know.
Wow. Something happened in Ikotu 2 years ago. The lady was cutting hard. Their opposite neighbor asked her to go and help her close her freezer that she opened. Not knowing that freezer has shot the owner of the freezer. She now sent the lady to go and close it. Immediately the lady will close the freezer. That was the end.
Wow.
She died instantly.
Wow.
That was the end. Before they could rush her to hospital, it was dead on arrival. And since then, I don't play with anything. Shock back on. No, shock back on. You just have to remove it. Take it. Yes. Either you fix it or you just dispose that thing once.
Exactly.
That's right.
People die for being electrocuted because most times in your home, you're not wearing slippers. That in your home, even plugging a wire, that's why you hear phone light kill somebody or laptop charger kill someone. Because directly, as the light is shocking, it's going to the ground. But when you are wearing slippers, the best thing it can do to you is to throw you away. But the only one that does not throw you away is high tension.
It says somebody, the thing is kind of funny when it happens to someone else. And I agree. Until it happens to you. I think that was what happened to us.
And you're laughing.
So at first when it happened to me, right, you didn't take it serious. It was like... and you went away until it happened to you, and then you realize how much. And he says, "Well, about today's discussion about electric shock, I had an experience when I went to the changeover box, a lot of wires, and were naked, and mistakenly I happened to touch the naked part." He says, "Chai, I didn't get myself again." He says, "When I got myself, I went to take milk and malt. Ever since then, nobody tells me to go and change over." Okay, all right.
Right. So we all have had these experiences. Some of us have been lucky that it didn't take our lives. That's why we must pay attention to it, because it has the ability to take our life. We play with life so much such that we just say, don't worry, we're used to it. I went to a place one day and I saw wires back and forth. And the lady was trying to connect to one line to another. She was moving naked wire like this, just holding it, and hanging it there. And I was like, you guys can't fix these things. That's what they use now. We can't be fixing
You see,
it.
that's the
I'm like, wow.
behavior. That's the behavior. That's the attitude of most of us.
And we see it, and we say it. We either say not. We act as if it doesn't concern us until it becomes something. Maybe
Yes.
it causes an inferno,
Yes.
or just that's when we now say, and that thing hasn't been there. But nobody would do anything about it. Just taking responsibility and ensuring that people do the right thing. I think we just kind of lost that value.
Absolutely.